Welcome back, Guardians, to another Destiny video, and in today's Destiny video we are looking at the top 10 best weapon ornaments in the game, in my opinion. But before I get into the video, I am giving away a $20 prize in the form of an Xbox One store card or a PlayStation Network card. If you wish to be entered into the giveaway, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you're part of the notification squad. Leave a like on this video and leave me a comment telling me what your favorite weapon ornament is. If this video hits 1,000 likes, I will give away 2 cards. If it hits 2,000 likes, I will give away 3 cards. If it gets any higher than that, I will give 5 cards away to 5 lucky winners. So let's get into my top 10 list. Now, we're going to start off at number 10, obviously, because it's a top 10 list, so you'd go from 10 to 1. Yeah, logic. Anyway, I'm going to start with the Faun. Now, the Faun is one of the most aggravating weapons in Destiny history. It's not as bad now because it's been nerfed into the ground, but its 2 weapon ornaments will feature in this list, and we're going to start off with Rose of Acid. Now, this weapon looks cool, but I don't think it looks good enough to get any higher than 10th, and it's got this like white handle, and it goes from like a white barrel into like a really burnt look, so it's got like a orangey charred and brown burnt look throughout the barrel of the weapon. Now, I love it, it's cool, but in comparison to the rest on this list, it's just not quite good enough. But it does feature at my number 10 spot. At number 9, we have The Last Word with the weapon ornament addendum. Now, I really do love this weapon ornament because it makes the Last Word kind of look like a sheriff's gun. Kind of reminds me of Rick from Walking Dead. Obviously, it's got the little star on the handle, so making it look like a sheriff's gun. It's got this like silver design down the side. It looks really awesome. I don't think anyone can really argue with that. It's unique for Destiny because it looks like a real world object. Now, fairly new to the game, we have the Black Spindle, which comes in at number 8, and we have the weapon ornament Cold Between Stars. Now, this takes the Black Spindle and just takes it into a new, it becomes a Taken designed weapon. So, you know, you get the black to white gradient, and it's got like a flowing of energy through it. It looks pretty damn awesome. I included it because it's new. We haven't really seen it much, but I reckon over time it just won't be loved as much. But I really do love the fact that they brought back a Taken weapon just for nostalgic reasons. It really did take me back to when I was flown out to Bungie and first shown the Taken enemies when they appear in the very first mission that you play on the Taken King expansion. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. They look so damn awesome. And when I saw the Black Spindle, I had that same reaction. So definitely deserves to get to number 8 in my list. In at number 7, we have another returning sniper rifle, and that is the Icebreaker. And I am going with the weapon ornament Nano Hans. It's the one we saw in all the art, all the screenshots, the trailers. It's the white looking Icebreaker. I think it just looks cool. It changes the Icebreaker into something completely different. Normally it looks like kind of like a lawnmower at the front of it, with like the black blades on the side, and now we've sort of got these like white screw looking things, so it looks pretty cool. At the back of the gun you get a little bit more colour with like the brownie golds, the greens, the blues all across the back. I think it looks pretty cool. I believe though, for me, this will fall out of favour for the other Icebreaker ornaments, the Dune Maker, after a couple of months, because this is so fresh in my memory. I'm just going to stick with Nano Hans at my number 7 spot. In at number 6, we are going to go with the Telesto and the Lingering Vestige weapon ornament. This makes the Telesto completely light luminous blue, and it looks like it's got some sort of energy pouring through it. A very cloud-like design in my opinion. One of the most underutilized weapons in the game. One of those weapons that can be great at times and bad at other times, so it's inconsistent. So you don't see this weapon used a lot, even though it is one of the most fun weapons in the game, with one of the best weapon ornaments in the game on it too. It really is a shame that this weapon doesn't get more love, so I thought I would show some love at number 6 for the Lingering Vestige on the Telesto. In at number 5, halfway through the list, we have the Bad Juju with the Dragon's Bane weapon ornament. Now, the Bad Juju itself is one of the best looking standard guns that ever has existed in Destiny, and it was improved tenfold by the Dragon's Bane weapon ornament. The entire casing of the Bad Juju turns like this light pale green type of look, and that looks pretty awesome in itself. And then you get a massive Ahamkara spine, which I believe is Ahamkara anyway, but it is mainly a dragon. As you can see on screen, across the top of the weapon is like this big long spine, and then on the front of the weapon you have that skull of the dragon, or the Ahamkara I believe it is. And just looks super cool, super awesome, super unique. Something that looks even better than the original Bad Juju. So of course it goes in at my number 5 spot. In at number 4 we have the Midas multi-tool, or the Midas multi-tool, however you want to pronounce it, with the weapon ornament, the special ops. And this turns the Midas multi-tool into a full carbon fiber black look. Now from day one, when everyone was only talking about weapon camos, I always wanted to have a full black camo, and separate to that I wanted a carbon fiber camo. And now we have both of them rolled into probably the best and most consistent weapon in Destiny history. One of the most fan favorite loved weapons, the Midas multi-tool. It looks awesome, it looks so cool, so different, so sleek, just so bad ass, and I absolutely love it. Personally, this and the next 3 weapon ornaments really are all my number 1 spot, but if I was to order them, this unfortunately falls in at number 4, but I feel like it would be at number 1 for most people because it just looks so damn awesome. In at number 3 we have the Hawkman, and the Hawkman, one of the lost weapons in the shuffle when there's been lots of weapon balancing, and the weapon ornament of Moonglow. Now, this weapon was one of my favorite weapons of all time, when it was great, when it was unstoppable, when it was not nerfed into the ground, and now they bring out one of the best looking ornaments in the game onto it when it's a useless weapon. But anywho, it's got a whole black barrel and black casing with a white handle grip, and it has these gold feathers and gold design throughout the Hawkman. Now this is very reminiscent for me of something like Final Fantasy VIII. I'm not saying it's specifically meant to be Final Fantasy VIII, but it's very reminiscent and looks a lot like the designs of like Squall's Gunblade mixed with Irvine's weapons. And as soon as I saw this weapon ornament, the nostalgia in me just exploded in my heart because it just looks so damn awesome. I would have preferred the gold designs to be red because I love black and red, but all in all, this is a brilliant design, and unfortunately the weapon is useless now, so nobody uses it. But let's move into my number 2 spot, and we have the heavy weapon, the Truth. Possibly the only go-to exotic weapon for Crucible. I know Galahorn is up there, but the Truth is obviously a monster in PvP, and it has a monstrous weapon ornament in Heart of Gold. This takes the entire Truth rocket launcher, and I mean the entirety of it, and turns it into gold plated casing. And that's all I really need to say about that, to be honest. Anything that's completely gold in this game really gets up there in terms of how badass something could look. And it kind of took me back to my Call of Duty days when I would grind out weapons and headshots and kills to be able to get the gold camo on the weapons that I loved. And the Truth is a great PvP weapon that most people use, that I use, and having a fully gold one, especially with how big it is, just is awesome. So let's get into my number 1 spot. Now this is your moment to guess what my number 1 is. And if you were paying attention at the start of the list, you would know by now. In at number 1, we have the Faun with Rose of Corruption. And this weapon ornament is just mind-bogglingly, I wish I could speak English, mind-bogglingly, yeah, I'm just going to go with that. Awesome. It's got this like purple sort of burnt look to it. It's got all the spikes sticking out the top of it, and then the green glow that goes throughout the entirety of the weapon, through the barrels, coming off the sides of it with like energy pulsating, even around the barrel and on the grip of the handle. I think this is just one of the best looking things that has ever existed in any game in history. It's just a shame it's on the Faun because the Faun is useless now. But I believe this is the best looking weapon ornament in the game, and you might disagree with that, and that's totally okay. If you wish to disagree, make sure you leave some comments down below telling me your top 10 or top 5 or even just your top favorite weapon ornament in the game. Make sure you are subscribed, hit the like button and leave me a comment telling me about your weapon ornament, and obviously with the console that you play on, PS4 or Xbox, to be entered in to win that $20 card, whichever console you're on. Thank you for watching. I have been easynow, and you guys have been awesome.